Hey, it's Mike Shields with the Dave Reichert campaign. Well, here we go, another attack ad coming after Dave Reichert. This time it's from Darcy Burner's friends in Washington, D.C., the DCCC, the Democrat Congressional Campaign Committee, attacking Dave Reichert, trying to tell people that he's something he's not. This one starts off by saying that Dave Reichert is wrong for the job. You know, that's interesting. If you look at Dave Reichert's background before he got elected to Congress, he was the sheriff of King County, one of the largest sheriff's departments, one of the largest police departments in the country. $115 million budget, 1,100 employees, a huge operation. What a great background to come into Congress having had that experience. Not only that, it was a nonpartisan office. Dave had to work across party lines with everybody. He was the sheriff for everybody. Darcy Burner, no political experience, no public policy experience. Her background is not suited at all for Congress. She's not even been involved in her community. She hasn't done a lot of community service. She hasn't done anything to help people in her community. So it's an interesting contrast there. Now, it then gets into talking about, you know, how does Dave vote with President Bush? Of course, bringing the president up again, someone who has less than 100 days in office, trying to smear Dave Reichert with that again. It didn't work in 2006, but they're still trying. The fact of the matter is, it says Dave voted with him 88% of the time. In 2007, look at Congressional Quarterly, a nonpartisan publication in Washington, D.C., it says that Dave voted with President Bush 49% of the time. Now, the president doesn't vote in the House of Representatives, so these are just the votes that he's taken a position on. But he has only voted with him 49% of the time on those votes. But where is it that Dave has really differed with the president on things that matter? You know, there have been 9 votes in the House in the last 2 years where the president has vetoed a bill and it has come before the House to override the veto. 6 out of those 9 times, Dave Reichert voted against the president's position and voted to override his veto of a bill. That's where it really matters when you talk about someone standing up for what they believe in as opposed to necessarily their party. Now, it then goes on to say that Dave Reichert is sticking with the president on Iraq. You know, when the Seattle Times endorsed Dave Reichert, they said his Iraq position was mainstream in temperament and reality. You know, Dave Reichert doesn't agree with Darcy Burner on Iraq. She wants to irresponsibly take the troops out immediately. Dave Reichert thinks we need to rely on the generals who are giving information about what's happening on the ground. It also says that Dave Reichert is going along with the president to spend money in Iraq. That's not true either. Dave Reichert was the first member in the House, along with Chris Shays, to drop a resolution to say we should make the Iraqis pay for their own reconstruction. It's a bill that says we can maybe loan them the money, but they're sitting on the world's 4th largest oil reserve and a $78 billion surplus. And it's time for them to pay for their own reconstruction and the military security. He's different from the president on that. So that's completely false. Then it says that Dave Reichert is going along with the president's economic policies. Well, Dave Reichert voted against the $200 billion Bush bailout of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. He then voted against the $700 billion Bush bailout of Wall Street twice. So to try and make that accusation is also completely false. To find out more ways, more facts about how this ad is simply not the case, please visit DaveReichertForCongress.com and see the truth. Thank you.